few weeks ago, I went over the simplest cold email system that I found to track your KPIs, run your cold emails, that sort of stuff. And I've had a few people try it. I've had good feedback, I've had bad feedback. We've improved the doc a little bit. Maybe in a couple weeks, I'll show you what it looks like. I want to improve it a little bit more, but it brings up a bigger issue. What do you do and how do you act when something you've watched online doesn't work? We've all seen these people talking about tactics that they've used to make money online. Alex Becker talks SEO, Grant Cardone talks sales, Neil Patel talks content marketing. But what do you do when you follow this stuff to a T and it just doesn't work? You might have had similar things happen by following the results in these videos, right? I've always been good about trying not to preach too much and just trying to show you what's going on in my business. But everyone gets results from different things. So what do you do when you follow something point by point and it doesn't work? Well, there's 3 things to do and I'm gonna go over them right now. Point number 1 is think for yourself. Me and Stelly were on the podcast recently and we were talking about some common issues he sees from cold email campaigns. And one of the biggest ones is people using his own scripts, using the word-for-word scripts that Stelly puts out, sending them to other customers and then getting annoyed when they don't work. I've actually seen the same thing from some of you. You'll use some of the email scripts that we use at Experiment 27 internally that get results for us, and you're annoyed when they don't get results for your business. And the key is thinking for yourself. The scripts and the exact wording, this goes for Facebook ads, this goes for anything else you're learning online, they don't matter as much as the intent behind the words. And the easiest way that I was able to break this is to think in frameworks instead of thinking about the actual words. So for instance, when you see a cold email that I put up that works for me, instead of saying like, hey, he says big fan of this, so I should write big fan of this, think about what is the framework there, right? It's a compliment. I'm saying big fan of your thing because that's a compliment. And then the second line, right? Hey, I'm Alex Berman from this and we do this for your business. What is that? Does that mean you should say, hey, I'm Mark from, whatever systems and we can grow your business by X% just because it's in the script? Or does that mean, hey, introduce myself somehow and then say how I'm gonna improve their business in one line, right? Thinking in frameworks is how you start thinking for yourself and it's how you start developing your own scripts. And frameworks aren't the end all be all either. Like if you look at some of Aaron Ross's cold email stuff or Stelly's cold email stuff, or even mine, you'll see there's a lot of common threads, but it also might not work for your business. And you have to test it multiple times, hundreds of emails. Keep sending, keep optimizing, keep improving. There's a video I'll link on cold email optimization that can help you. But it's thinking for yourself and not just taking at face value the type of stuff that we talk about in these sorts of videos. Number 2 is book a consulting call. If you've tried, right? If you've tried, and I'll do a video probably next week on what to look for in a good consultant. But if you are doing this whole thing, you're optimizing, you've been sending cold emails, for instance, exactly how we're doing it in these videos, and you're not getting any results at all, you've tried thinking for yourself, you've tried optimizing, you've put in the work, then sometimes the only thing to do is to hire somebody to help you. I had this same issue with copywriting a while back, like maybe a year and a half ago. It didn't matter what landing page I wrote or how well I was following like the attention, interest, desire, action formula or any of these formulas online. I just couldn't get any copy, any words on any website to convert. So I reached out to Neville Medora, paid him, I think $400, $500 for an hour of his time, and we got results and it all clicked just based on that consulting call. But if I hadn't put in the work before, if I hadn't tried to do it myself and failed, I wouldn't have gotten nearly the same amount of value out of it. And then the last one is move on to a new channel. If you've gone through the steps, you've sent the cold emails exactly like we're sending on this channel, same words, you've gone back, you've thought for yourself, you've done the frameworks, maybe you've hired Aaron Ross, maybe you've hired Stelly or me or whatever, you've hired a consultant to help you, and it still doesn't work, let's say after 3-4 months, then maybe that channel just doesn't work for your business. Check out the video we did on Monday about some reasons why cold email might not work, especially for local businesses. And if that's the case, all that means is you got to keep searching for your right marketing channel. At Experiment 27, our top 2 channels are cold email and this YouTube channel. But we've tried so many other things that haven't worked, right? We've tried pay-per-click for our own business. Events work, but cold email's better. We've tried a whole bunch of different stuff. But for some businesses, events might be the way to go. That might be where your target market lives. Events might be your killer channel. It might be speaking gigs. Some people are way better at speaking gigs than other people. And it's all about you going back, testing different things over a month or two, and then moving on quickly if something doesn't work. And the easiest way to find out if something is gonna work is if you get any results at all. So for instance, let's say you test Facebook ads for your business, you run an ad and you get maybe a sign up and it costs $10 for a sign up. Now that's probably too expensive. Let's say you wanted like 25 cents for a sign up. Eventually you could get it down to 25 cents, but I would say that's a test worth considering because you've gotten a client. Now, if you go and you spend, let's say $200 on Facebook ads, you follow all of the best practices and you don't get any results, and you do this maybe 2 or 3 times, I would throw Facebook ads out. We threw out Reddit ads doing the same thing. I put $50 and I think I put $200 into Reddit ads. Didn't see a single lead from it, so it's not working for our business. It does work for other people's businesses though. So if that's a traction channel that works for you, pursue it. There's probably tons of videos on Reddit ads. If you find this video valuable, be sure to like it to encourage this type of content on YouTube, subscribe for more B2B sales training, and if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.